Welcome in to another edition of The Walkthrough. Your hosts, Austin Watley and Brant King, are here to break down all the action. Each week, we bring you exclusive coach and player interviews, in-depth coverage, and expert analysis you won't find anywhere else. From the latest highlights to the stories behind the game, this is The Walkthrough.
Welcome in to another edition of Along with Brant King, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. The third year in a row the Jena Giants are playing on Thanksgiving week, and man, how exciting it is.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Each and every year you get to do that. And of course, years back we aspired to do that, to be able to practice on Thanksgiving week and look at here, 3 straight seasons to be able to do that. And, when you practice it on Thanksgiving week, then the program is going in the right direction.
Yeah, you were lucky. You got to do it when you were in high school. That was my dream.
Got to do it my freshman year.
Yeah, we never, we never really considered the dome. We always were like, man, can we just make it to Thanksgiving? I never got a chance to do it, but I always thought that'd be the coolest thing to be able to practice that week.
Got to be on the scout team that week. That's pretty special going against them guys that week, and that was something I always remember.
And these guys, man, they're spoiled. Third year in a row they get to do it. And when you start stacking years together like that, that's when you start being considered up there with the great programs of the state.
Sterlington's, Union Parish. I mean, look at them guys like Union Parish. They're trying for their 6th straight year, 7th straight year to make it to a semifinal.
Yeah, I think this is the 11th year Oak Grove has been to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so you're with the big boys now. You know, 3 straight years.
Yeah, we're actually on that list of people who were consecutive years going to the quarterfinals, where years ago we would have never even talked about that. We were just happy to be here.
But it's so much more special, like, because you're not in school and your main focus for the entire week is football, going to football practice, learning your stuff that you're going to do on Friday night.
When you get to Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is a holiday. It's not only about eating and having being thankful for everything. It's about football.
Oh, yeah.
You have, starting tomorrow, you're going to have football till Sunday, all day. And that's just, when I think of football, I think of Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. And I can remember as a young kid out with the cousins, everybody getting together and getting a game of two-hand touch on Thanksgiving Day. There's always a lot of memories there.
Yep. And I've always thought it was cool, the people that, I don't know, you had to schedule a practice or a pep rally around Thanksgiving, it just makes it special.
Yeah. I can remember, being in college at ULM and Neville, a big time program, going to the quarterfinals almost every year. They would have their pep rally on Thanksgiving night. It was something they'd done at Neville. And I made one time I went there to their pep rally. And but yeah, just us being able to do that now it's pretty special.
It is. Jena, they get there by defeating St. Helena 48-14. They will play on Friday night, number 8 Mansfield, who defeated Marksville 62-60 in overtime. In the Giants win, Deuce McPherson was 4-6 for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cedric Wilson was player of the week, 26 carries, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. Daniel Hatcher had 18 carries, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zadrian Cooper had 1 catch for 42 yards and a touchdown, also had an interception on defense. And Xavier Brown had 4 tackles and an interception. So to me, it was one of the Giants' better performances of the year. I thought it was a good performance all around. I think the score, people look at that score and think, well, St. Helena, they were 17. They wasn't that good. St. Helena was very good. I felt like we just played that well.
Yeah, I mean, it was a game that I was concerned with going into the contest. I'm going to be honest, because St. Helena, they could throw the ball around pretty good, and their quarterback was athletic and can make things happen with his feet. And, he's throwing, close to 2,000 yards on the season, 20-something touchdown passes coming into the ball game. And he had to be a little concerned opening kickoff. They were turning it deep into Jena Giant territory, but the Giants stood tall on defense and did exactly what they had to do, forced a 4 and out and got the ball. And old Cedric Wilson raced one to the house, 73 yards, kind of set the tone for the rest of the game, and didn't really have no problem offensively scoring points, and ran the football really well, and got a hats off to the defense, only giving up 14 points to a pass happy team, and a lot of times they were in the right positions.
to me, St. Helena had some speed, some team speed that
Yeah.
we haven't seen this year. They were pretty fast.
Yeah, they had some athletes, quarterback 6 foot better, and a lot of good receivers 6 foot or better.
We want to welcome in now Gina Giants head coach. You there?
Yes, sir. How are y'all?
Good.
We're doing good. How's it going?
Going great, man. We're getting to play football on Thanksgiving week, and that's something you always look forward to, and something that we used to dream of, and being a reality. It's very exciting to be a part of.
You talked about it after the game about how special it is to be playing the week of Thanksgiving, but talk about how much it means for this. I mean, we talked about it earlier, the third year in a row, and you're now on the list when they put these lists on social media of teams that have made it to the Thanksgiving week in consecutive years. Y'all are now on that list, and how much it means to you as far as the program being where you want it to be.
Well, it just means so much. There's been so much hard work put into this by our kids over the years to build this, and our coaching staff, and by you guys. Things y'all have done to help us build that program down to junior high level, and to get to this point, to know that we're 3 years in a row, and last year people maybe thought we couldn't do it again, and this year I feel like people definitely thought we couldn't do it again. So to be able to do that is just a huge testament to the hard work that goes in by our kids and by our coaching staff down to junior high, and it's very exciting. I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
Well, let's talk about the win this past Friday night. The score may not show it, but St. Helena impressed us. But y'all took care of them easily. To us, it was one of the best performances by the Giants this year.
Yeah, our kids came out strong and played hard from the beginning. They were a very talented team. I was very nervous about this game, and our kids come out as focused as they were and start off strong. We kind of been a little bit there on that first drive, and then we get to stop and to go score on the first play. First offensive play kind of set the tone for the rest of the game, and it was exciting to see, because you kind of wonder, going in at number one and playing a number 17 team, if our kids are, maybe overlook them a little bit. But they didn't at all. They did exactly what they had to do and took care of business.
Well, Coach, talk a little bit about this week in practice, and has practice changed a little bit with the kids being out of school?
Yeah, well, obviously it's a little bit different. Monday was normal for us. We did the same thing we always did or always do, because we're always out of school. So we started off with our speed and agility work, and then did our lifting and conditioning, and the team was fed, and then had a good practice. And then Tuesday was a lot different because we got all that rain Monday night, and so we got on the bus and traveled to LC and practiced on their field. So our practice field was holding water everywhere, and so very thankful to LC and Coach Ben McLaughlin for allowing us to come over there yesterday and had a good practice. Today we're able to go back out on our practice field, dried up a little bit. Wasn't great conditions, but the kids handled it well and practiced very well. A lot of focus, a lot of energy. So feel like they're really locked in.
Well, we played Mansfield in the scrimmage, so we played them the last 2 years in the scrimmage. So you're familiar with them, but what do you expect them to do on Friday night?
Well, they're going to play us very hard. I know they were very frustrated after the scrimmage, so I expect them to be fired up. We played really well, and they didn't, but I can tell you they're not the same team we played, 13 weeks ago, 14 weeks ago in the scrimmage. They've improved a lot. They're in better shape now than they were. They always have really good speed. They're a team that's always in contention for a state championship in track. So, they have the speed there. They like to run the ball. They have a wing T look and do a few different things and just trying to control the clock. I expect them to come out and try to run the ball and get first downs, keep the chains moving, keep us off the field. And so we're going to have to take care of the football, and we need to win first down. If we can get a short yardage stop on first down and put them a second long, it gives us a better chance. But they're a very good team. It's a 10-win team coming in. They had a couple of really big wins early in the year that kind of got their momentum going, and they're very confident coming in here Friday night.
Yeah, it seems to be they're really similar to us. They have two running backs that have a lot of rushing yards. They throw about the same amount as we do, and to me, it may be a very quick game with both teams trying to run the ball.
Yeah, it could be, and I expect I expect both teams are going to want to do that, kind of control the clock and keep the chains moving. So could go fast, but in situations like that, it's one of those games. I think the key is we cannot turn the ball over. We cannot give them any free possessions because I do feel like it'll be a close game. I feel like it's one of those that'll kind of run quick. So if we give them any free possessions on turnovers or give up an onside kick or something like that, it could really put us in a bind. So we're going to have to play very disciplined football.
Well, thanks for visiting with us tonight, and have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, and good luck Friday night.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care, Coach.
Jena Giants head coach Jay Roark. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, we will have the captains of the Jena Giants. You listen to the walkthrough 1.7 KJNA.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
When you need an expert, you call one, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. There's one in every parish to help you protect what's important to you and your family, because protecting the people of Louisiana is what's important to us. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Visit lafarmbureau.com to find a local agent and ask for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. That's lafarmbureau.com. Make contact with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent today.
Hi, I'm Cliff Smith with CLB, the Community Bank. With 20 years of banking experience, I have seen many changes, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to help customers with all their financial needs. CLB, the Community Bank, is here to help you, whether it's to open an account, online banking setup, credit card application, home mortgage, consumer, or commercial loan. If you're looking for personal service with real care, come by and see us at CLB, the Community Bank, 2349 North 1st Street, Jena, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Can't shoot at their own 27. Cooper to the near side. Everybody else in tight. Can hand off to Wilson. And Wilson busts free. There he goes. At midfield. Trying to outrace the defense at the 10-5. He's the touchdown.
Our first call of the week, Cedric Wilson with a big long touchdown run to get the Giants started and set the tone in the Giants' 48-14 win over St. Helena. We now want to welcome in the senior captains for the Giants, Cedric Wilson, Bubba Stevens, Luke Smith, and Kel Parker. I really appreciate you guys being here. I know it's Thanksgiving. I'm sure y'all got family stuff going on. You've been out of school all week. You're still doing football, but it's a little bit different when you're out of school. But we really appreciate you guys being here. Let's start with Cedric. Cedric, you had a big game Friday night, and in my opinion, you look a little bit faster maybe than the Buckeye game, Caldwell game. Look like you just maybe a little bit more fresh. Did the bye week kind of help you kind of get healthy and maybe feel a little bit better?
Yes, sir. It gave us some time off to rest and get better at the game.
Were you feeling, I mean, I know you may not be injured, but towards the end of the year, were you feeling a little bit sore? You know, you felt like you had been running the ball a lot.
Yes,
Was there a little bit of pain there maybe?
Yes, sir.
And now you feeling back to 100%?
Yes, sir.
Anybody else feeling like that with the bye week? Coming off the bye week, feel a bit better? Like maybe getting back healthy 100%?
Had a few bruises that were able to go away.
Let them get healed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go, Bubba. You're the only defensive guy here, so you're gonna have to answer these next two questions. Did the bye week give the defense a week to work on some things? Maybe get back to the basics, fix some fundamental things?
Yes, the bye week allowed us to go back to a lot of our basics and fix a lot of the stuff we had issues with, which was the simpler stuff. And it was very helpful, especially for the D-line.
Did it feel like it was kind of a chance just to reset and make things easier for y'all?
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about the game against St. Helena, a team coming in with a good mobile quarterback who could get outside the pocket and score a lot of points this year. Just talk about the game plan against St. Helena, and you had to be satisfied coming away with that big victory there.
Well, we knew that they were a very athletic team, and we knew that they were going to run the ball, play a lot of backyard football. So we came in knowing that they were going to do it, and so we planned for it. We knew they were going to do it, so we perfectly planned to prevent that from happening and to stop them when it did happen. And we all felt really good coming into the game. We all felt refreshed and ready to play.
What's been the biggest reason for, since it's the Caldwell game, Buckeye game, and then St. Helena, the defense has played very well. Y'all have only given up 3 touchdowns in those 3 games. Why do you think that is?
I think everybody's just finally bought in. We've come very far, and we've improved a lot since the start of the year. So I think everybody's finally just really locked in on seeing how far we could go.
You guys, this is your 3rd year doing this. That means playing during Thanksgiving week. I want everybody to answer this. How good does it feel to make it to this week and to be still playing and practicing during Thanksgiving week?
It means a lot, right? So there's not many teams around the state that get to practice during Thanksgiving break. Get to have that walkthrough on Thursday on Thanksgiving. And it just shows how far Gina has come as a football team and a football program, that we've done this 3 years in a row. It means a lot.
You guys doing the walkthrough just before the pep rally, or when?
Yes, sir. At 5:30, we got a walkthrough, and then we'll have a pep rally at 7:30.
Luke, what does it mean to you?
I mean, Kale basically said everything. But like Coach Rourke always talks about, that age-old coach saying that everybody wants to practice on Thanksgiving break. You know, we could be off right now, but we're all balled in. We all want to play. We all want to go far in the playoffs, go to the Superdome. So
that was what I was going to ask you. You're okay, Luke, not going hunting this week?
I'm fine with it.
Are you sure?
Like Coach always says, though, you can go duck hunting for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
But you only have one senior season. You only have one. Yeah, you have 4 years of football. This is my last year, so.
I mean, making it this deep into the playoffs in 3 straight years. I mean, at one point, this program, I mean, it was decades before we even made it to a quarterfinal, and then we had to wait 20 more years before we made it to another quarterfinal. And you guys, 3 straight, that's something special.
It's the one thing I wanted to do when I was in high school, is just make it to Thanksgiving. Y'all are talking about going to semifinals, stuff like that. We just want to make it to Thanksgiving. I never got to do it. And if I could have anything, it'd be to go back and make it to Thanksgiving. Yeah, like you said, I can hunt all the time now, but I can't go back. And we never made it to Thanksgiving. So be proud of that. You're exactly right. Your coaches are right. When you graduate, you'll be able to hunt all the time. Enjoy this right now. Doing it during Thanksgiving will be something you'll never forget. Cedric, what does it mean to you?
Pretty much what Luke said. You know, it's our last season, so we want to be in the position that we're in now. Getting to play on Thanksgiving break, everybody don't get that chance.
Bubba?
I personally really enjoy it, playing during Thanksgiving, because, I mean, I don't go hunting and stuff like them. I just kind of stay at home and don't do anything. So
it gives you something to do.
Yeah, being able to practice during Thanksgiving, I find it very fun, because it's just, we don't have to worry about anything other than football. We don't have to worry about school and stuff. We just get to practice and then get to play Friday. And I like it more than most of the other regular weeks, if I'm being honest.
How has it been different this week for y'all? I'm sure y'all probably practice earlier in the day, like during the mornings, or has practice been different, or have y'all been in the evenings?
No, it's been in the morning. So Monday was pretty early, just because we didn't have to. We were worried about the weather in the evening. Tuesday we pushed it back a little bit because of the storm. Tried to let stuff dry. Ended up having to go to LC.
Mm-hmm.
This morning was a little bit earlier. and it was shorter because we didn't have to work out. So we ain't been practicing in the evening, just been practicing in the morning. It runs and then into the evening.
Yeah.
And it's just been like a normal week. You work out, run. We'll take a little bit of a break on days we work out, and then go do a normal practice like we have been all year.
But it probably feels better leaving practice and it being, 5 or 6 o'clock instead of it being.
Not even that. Like Monday, we got out at 2 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's perfect.
But during a week when you have school, what time you normally get out at?
Like closer to 7.
Yeah.
6, 7.
So you still got your evening where you
6,
can go do
7.
something. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, we still got our evenings.
Yeah. Y'all played Mansfield during the scrimmage. Y'all are very familiar with Mansfield. We haven't played them during the season, but y'all played them in the scrimmage the last 2 years. Kind of talk about Mansfield, what you know about them, and what you expect them to do.
They're a physical team. They run the ball a lot, and they want it just as bad as we do. So I think it'll be a good game.
They definitely improved since we played them in the scrimmage too. You definitely see that on film, and like just their record and stuff. Like they've definitely improved since the beginning of the season. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a good one.
Like you said, Kel, they want it just as bad as y'all do. Like when you get to this point in the year, everybody wants it, and everybody that gets here is good enough to win and get to the next round. And y'all are not the only team that wants to go to the semifinals. Like they want it just as bad as y'all. And yeah, from watching film, they're very fast. It seems like they're similar to us. They want to run the ball like we do, but where we're built kind of more on power, they're built on speed. What it looks like. Bubba, you got anything about what they do on offense from what you've seen?
From what I've seen, they are a bit similar like us when they do like to run the ball a lot, and they don't necessarily like to pass a lot, but when they do, it's not usually a far throw. It's usually something quick to the side that they can just start running because they like to run a lot, which I think is like St. Helena. They were a very run heavy team, so I think it really shouldn't prove much difficulty for us.
Talk a little bit about their offensive line, what you've seen so far.
They're pretty good. I mean, that's to be expected, but they're better than St. Helena's offensive line was, in my opinion.
Or do you think they're bigger than y'all or about the same size?
They're around the same size as most of us.
To me, the St. Helena game, it really wasn't a game for you to shine, Bubba, because they were spreading everybody out. Where Mansfield's going to have everybody in tight. It's a game that you will show up more because they're going to be running at you, and you'll have more of a chance to get a tackle. So it's a big opportunity for you this week to make some plays.
Yeah, it will be more than last week. 'Cause last week they ran away from me.
Yeah.
I'm not that fast.
Yeah, it just wasn't your game. They didn't run at you. You got anything?
No,
else?
all good.
Anything else y'all want to talk about?
Anything.
The biggest thing
Any
that I want
comments?
y'all to know, and I'm hoping, and I know y'all's coaches are telling y'all, because I know out in the town, everybody's wanting to talk about dome. But you can't get to the dome without winning this week. So take it 1 week at a time. Don't look past it. And that's why be proud of getting just to this week, because this week is a big deal. But don't look ahead. Take it one game at a time. And I know y'all are doing that. But good luck Friday night. Have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. And we'll be rooting y'all on Friday night. Thank
Good
y'all
job,
for being
guys.
here.
Thank y'all.
You're listening to the Walkthrough on 1.7 KJNO.
The young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
Louisiana is strong. It's hard work and determination. It's never giving up. It's being there for family, friends, and neighbors because you gave them your word. It's celebrating life's good times and standing tall when times are tough. You call this great state home, and so do we. We're headquartered here with a presence in every parish to better serve you. We're Louisiana's insurance company. Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first. Looking for a bank that truly understands the communities they serve? CLB, the community bank, has you covered. They offer a wide range of services from top-tier interest rates on checking accounts and CDs to the latest in online, digital, and mobile banking. What makes CLB the community bank the go-to choice for all your banking needs? It's the convenience of managing finances from anywhere, anytime. Visit their website or one of 7 branches today. CLB, the community bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
The handoff. The Pearson drop back on third deep for Cooper. He had it complete, and he'll be in for a touchdown.
Our second call of the week is Adrian Cooper with a 42-yard touchdown catch from Deuce McPherson. And the Giants, 48-14 win over St. Like every week, there's a big play from Zadrian Cooper catching a long pass from Deuce McPherson. Just another play once again. I really appreciate those guys stopping by and visiting with them. They are a class act. They represent the Gina Giant program very well, and I always enjoy visiting with them.
The captains of the team, I mean, they were put in that position for a reason, guys that stand out, in the off-season workouts and guys that want to make a difference and see everybody else, give 100%. And they give 100% each and every week. And, yeah, just a fantastic group of guys there and who care about the game of football and care about their school and care about what's across that chest in Gina Giants.
Yeah, I always feel bad because I think that's Kel Parker's third time to be on here. He always does a great job, but I always feel like he probably doesn't want to have to get on here and speak, but he always does a great job.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
And the goal for having them was these are the guys that have been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
They've done it 3 years in a row. They're seniors, and you want to just find out, man, to do it 3 years and to be here for this whole run, what's your thoughts on it? So that was the main reason why I wanted to have them on tonight. They did a great job because I'm pretty sure Kale, Bubba, and Cedric played even when they were sophomores on that team. I think Kale and Bubba started. I think Cedric, he was in the rotation at running back, but got a lot of playing time on those teams and had a lot of experience. And they're captains. We'll be talking about them for a long time. They're part of the senior class that picked up their 39th win in their careers. That is tied for the most by a senior class. They are 39-11 right now. With a win Friday night, they would become the winningest senior class in school history.
Seems like it changes every year. Like the next senior class gets the most wins. The next year, the next senior class gets the most wins.
Well, if you're looking at it, I mean, next year's senior class will have the chance to go to the quarterfinals every year they've been in high school.
Right.
And who would have ever thought we would be talking about that?
No doubt.
But I'll have to look. I don't have theirs. I'm not sure what their potentially could be. But yeah, next year's senior class, I'm sure will have a chance to break this year's.
Right.
But really, I mean, yeah, you're right. It does. They reset that record. But when you go back and look at GinaGiantsFootball.com, those guys, just looking at their years when they were in high school, man, they got to be proud of what they've done, what they've accomplished. It's been some fun years.
I mean, it's not only been fun for them, it's been fun for us as well.
Yes.
Following this program over the last decade or more, and seeing this program become what it is. And you got a lot of programs out there that may have some success for 2 or 3 years, and then it falls off big time. That hasn't been the case here at Gina. I mean, we've only built and become better and better each and every year and maintained the program that it's become, and there's been no fall off.
Yep.
So that's a respectable thing, for the coaching staff and the job they've done keeping this thing together, keeping it rolling.
Against ERAF isn't something that's crazy to think about if you're a Union farmer. But those other games that you mentioned, Calvary, Sterlington, those games did not look good if you were a Farmer fan. They were blowouts. One was a shutout, one was essentially a shutout with a running clock. So the difference with Union this year is they didn't have those signature regular season wins that they could hang their hat on and point to and say, look, if we can do it against that team, look what we can do. Last year they beat Sterlington, and that pushed them to a great playoff run. Of course, Sterlington ended up winning, but they beat Sterlington soundly in Week 10, and they were competitive against Calvary. That wasn't the case this year. The other difference is that there isn't that just kind of all-state type of player on either offense or defense right now for Union, and that's okay because their strength is their physicality and not necessarily their stat padding guys. But in the past few years, we know the names, Trey Holly and Bill Berry and Tyquarius Wilson, Chase Meeking. There's not anybody really like that on the roster as far as statistically. So there isn't a guy that you can just say, look, go win the game for us. They have to do it as a team, and that's what they've done so far. That's definitely what they did against ERAF.
Yeah, I mean, if there's ever a team that takes after their head coach, that's Union Parish with Coach Spatafora. I mean, he's done a great job up there, and taking them guys to the playoffs routinely and going deep and winning state championships. But I mean, it'll be 30-something degree weather out there, and he's still wearing shorts.
Yeah, he was sleeveless in warm-ups last week. Yeah.
How many years have you been the play-by-play guy for Union?
This will, at the end of this season, this will be 2 complete years with the Farmers.
So the Braxton Patterson, I'm pretty sure, is he a junior?
Yes, he's a junior. He started on defense as a freshman. They moved him to quarterback for his sophomore year, and yeah, he had a big touchdown run last week.
That's what I was going to say. When he was a freshman in the semifinal game in Gina, when we fumbled on the first drive, I think he's the one that caused the fumble, picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown, and that kind of just set the tone for them. We never recovered from that, but I remember hearing his name and thinking, that's going to be the next guy we're talking about for Union Parish, because it just seemed like he was going to be the next guy to step up. I knew they was moving him to quarterback, and when you said that name, I thought, oh, that's that kid that really, that felt like it cost us the game, that big fumble to start in the semifinals 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was number 22 back then. He switched to number 9 last year, and he plays quarterback. He also, in the past couple weeks against Rayville and against Erath, and I think even against Sterlington, he's actually gotten a few more steps in there at linebacker. Union does have to go offense, defense with a lot of their guys, but they have been able to keep Braxton just as a quarterback for a large portion of this year. But to his credit, they've asked him to come in here recently and get some key snaps on defense, and he's come up with some big tackles, last week being no exception.
Well, last year, Union, they handled Kinder easily. Kinder this year, they return a lot. It's going to be back at Kinder again. Kinder, I think their quarterback, I saw this week, he set maybe the school record for most yards or something. Give us your thoughts on the matchup.
So I wouldn't say that they won it easily last year. They were the better team, and they did execute. They did out-execute against Kinder. But Kinder, they were able to put some points up and make that a good game. I think this year's matchup, I think Isaiah Thomas is that much better. They're undefeated. He's a big reason why. And, you kind of look at his film, and he's impressive. I mean, he's a dude as far as, two-way football goes. And, I think that this Union team coming off of last week against Erath, well, Kinder's no sweat. They did this literally 1 year ago on Black Friday in the same stadium and outplayed Kinder. So, they're feeling right now that, that this won't go much different. And to go back to Coach Spout real quick, his longevity in that program, similar to Gina's, once those coaches can stick around, and kind of really develop their program, you can really teach your guys to do the simple things really, really well. And that's what Union does. They just hit. And when the other team's done hitting, Union's not done hitting. So that, that's what they're going to bring to Kinder. And if they can continue to hit Isaiah Thomas and continue to just physically, give it to the Yellow Jackets the way they did against Erath, it could go the same exact way.
Yeah, that's something that I think people underrate is playoff experience. When teams are used to being in this situation every year, that was why, we were worried about Erath. We thought Erath was a team you'll see down the line, but I kept saying, man, you just cannot not be aware of Union Parish. They've been here before. Every year they're here in this situation. And that playoff experience, it is proven time and time again to pay off. And we'll see if it happens again for them against Kinder. I know Kinder, though, that they're wanting some revenge from last year.
Oh, yeah. It was a great environment last year. And look, they're, like we said, haven't lost a game yet this year. Certainly have not played the kind of schedule that Union's played. But look, they won the games that were on their schedule, and they beat some district teams that ended up going to the playoffs, and the Bulls and Menard and, some other teams during the regular season. So it was a great environment last year. And yes, I can already sense, a deep feeling of wanting to get revenge against the Farmers for sure.
And look, if this is a secret, you don't have to give it up. One thing that I will never forget as long as I'm doing this is the night that Union Parish showed up and the Carroll Band showed up and everybody was looking at each other saying, why is the Carroll Band here? That is one of the all-time moves by a coach.
No doubt.
And Coach Spat pulled it off that night, bringing in Carroll's band, rode them all the way to the Dome to a state championship. I'm sure he's got something else. If we have to face Union Parish next week, I'll be ready for anything from Coach Spat.
Happy to report that Union does have their own band now, and they do a really, really good job. They've got some good numbers. They bring the noise. They do the national anthem, and it has really added to the game day experience. They do a really, really good job. But yes, that was the moment. I'll always remember those orange beanies that Carroll's band had to to represent the Farmers. And look, if it turns out to be another semifinal matchup, I mean, what better place to be than Guy Campbell? And and this time I'd actually get to be there in person. So I have all the reasons in the world to root for Giants and Farmers this weekend, so that we can do this again next week.
Well, let's kind of talk about you do the Red River Roundup. You're familiar with Sinlaw, and when I went to write down this question, I realized there's not many teams left in Sinlaw. But I was going to ask, who do you think has the best chance to get past this week and make it to the semifinals? But when I looked, I think it's only us, Ash, and Jonesboro Hodge left. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, Bunkie, Marksville both got wiped out last week. So did Menard. So did Tioga. So did St. Mary's. And even kind of stretching out a little further, Leesville, Manny, all went down. So yeah, it's the Tigers, the Trojans, and the Giants left. I think that this is your classic, home playoff game for Gina, and they're going to be able to handle the Mansfield team who won their district and played really well against Marksville last week. I think this is a game that Gina can, probably outscore Mansfield and find the stops on defense that they need to get the dub there. Ash has the work cut out for him against Catholic High. That's call that a toss-up game. Maybe give Catholic a little bit of advantage from being at home. But I mean, that'll be a fantastic game. I do think Haynesville will probably be able to hold home field against Jonesboro Hodge. I actually used to be the voice of the Golden Tornado back in the day, so would love to see them win one for Coach Red Franklin, who died earlier this year and was a legend there and is the father of the current head coach, David Franklin. But so I think Gina will probably be a semifinal team out of Sinlaw, but Ash could very, very well be there as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Ash Catholic game because I think it'll be a great game. Should be a fun game to watch there.
Marshall,
I agree.
We've enjoyed the Red River Roundup this season, and kind of tell us a little bit about the Red River Roundup and how it got started.
Yeah, so look, I'm one of the many proteges of Sean Fox in the Ruston Monroe area. He does the High School Football Rewind, which is an FM radio show at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Well, I'm from Alexandria, and this past year the Lord led me and my family back there, and so I used to be a coach and have done radio for a few years and wanted to stay around the LHSAA and, thought, what can I do? Well, I love Sean's show. He does his at 10. Why don't I do one at 8 and try to cover Sinlaw teams? Well, the executive producer and founder of 446 Sports, Doug Gann, and I started to talk about it. And he had a vision to really take it statewide, which you can do from Alexandria because you just feel connected to every part of the state. Shreveport, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Monroe, none of it feels, too far away, and y'all know this being in Sinlaw, you don't feel too far away from almost anywhere. So that it kind of grew from trying to cover Sinlaw to really just talking to anybody who wanted to talk ball with us. And kind of what it's gotten to now is that, all right, so look, if you're a Bunkie fan, well, okay, here's what your bracket looks like. And we've been watching these teams all year long. So here's what maybe you can expect in this matchup, things like that. So, very similar to what the walkthrough does for Gina, 446 Sports does this, for Ash and Menard and worked with Tioga this year and Grant and Buckeye and St. Mary's and really all over just the same thing of trying to try to hype up these programs as much as we can to make these seasons as exciting and as memorable as they can for the families that build it up. We love to support the players for sure, But I always think about the families that prop up these programs. That's what it takes to do it. And if you're in Gina and you build up a perennial powerhouse like this, everyone understands the kind of work. All these communities do this all over the state. So the more that we can make it feel like it's a big thing, an exciting thing. I hardly even need to watch football on Saturday and Sunday anymore because Thursday and Friday just give me everything that I want. And it's been a blast. And it's been the most rewarding thing has just been collaborating with people that love this, these programs and, love this league, these brackets as much as we do.
I agree. That's been one of my favorite things since we started this show is getting to know people like you, that there's lots of people around the state that are just like us. They just love high school football and getting to know those people and getting to visit with them every week. We really enjoyed that. And we really appreciate you calling tonight and getting to know you. And Red River Roundup has been awesome. Continue doing that. It's a great job.
Oh, yeah. Look, I appreciate everyone that watches and gets themselves involved. And like I said, we are, both Red River Roundup, 446 Sports. We are here, for the community. So get in touch with us and let us know how we can cover your team and whatever sport it is, wherever you are. We want to, we want to promote it, and it's good for everyone. And yeah, like you mentioned, it's just so much fun talking ball.
We appreciate you calling in tonight. Have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I'm sure, hopefully, we may get to see you next week if everything goes right.
I really hope I can see you next week, Austin. I feel the same way. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Enjoy it, and yeah, we'll probably be talking Friday night in some way, shape, or form.
All right, thanks, Marshall. Appreciate
it. Sir, go Giants. All right.
Red River Roundup. Yeah, he's a guy. He messaged me earlier in the year about being on the Red River Roundup, and before that, I had no clue what the Red River Roundup was, which is like a lot of things that when we do this show. I mean, a couple of years ago, I didn't know what Under the Lights was, and when I figured out what they were, I'm like, man, these guys are just like us.
Yeah.
But Marshall was telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm play-by-play for Union, but he lived in Ellick, so I was confused. And then he told me that he used to be for Haynesville. He said he used to coach. I was like, man, this guy has been around everything,
knows a lot of people, knows a lot about football, the game of football, and
has been around some good programs.
North Louisiana, Central Louisiana, all over.
When you're a part of Haynesville and Union Parish, you've seen some good football.
Oh yeah, you've made some trips deep in the playoffs several times,
and you know what good football is. Yeah. So, always enjoy visiting with him. He does a great job with his show, and yeah, crossing our fingers. You never know. Next week we may be able to meet each other next week. So we'll take a break right here. When we come back, we'll have our area games of the week, and we'll have our pick'em games. Listen to the walkthrough on 1.7 KJNM.
Who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
Like during it?
When you need an expert, you call one, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. There's one in every parish to help you protect what's important to you and your family, because protecting the people of Louisiana is what's important to us. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Visit lafarmbureau.com to find a local agent and ask for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. That's lafarmbureau.com. Make contact with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent today.
Hi, I'm Cliff Smith with CLB, the community bank. With 20 years of banking experience, I have seen many changes, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to help customers with all their financial needs. CLB, the community bank, is here to help you, whether it's to open an account, online banking setup, credit card application, home mortgage, consumer, or commercial loan. If you're looking for personal service with real care, come by and see us at CLB, the community bank, 2349 North 1st Street, Gina, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Sharp near side, Cooper far side. McPherson going to drop back and throw for Sharp on the slant, and he's got it, and he's in the touchdown.
Our third call of the week, Adrian Sharp had I think it was a 10-yard touchdown catch from Deuce McPherson. We appreciate CLB, the community bank, for sponsoring our calls of the week. If you're looking for video of this call of the week, we didn't have it on film. I don't know how we missed it, but I went back to get video of this to put it on there, and we didn't have it. So sorry, Adrian. Don't have that touchdown to put on social media, but you've had lots of great touchdowns this year.
Oh, yeah.
The thing with
Big time
Adrian,
moments.
he is a big time, can catch the ball in traffic, take a hit,
Exactly.
and fall in the end zone.
He's that guy you're looking for on third and fourth down guy. Need a couple yards, throw that pass over the middle, and he can lower the shoulder and hang on to the football.
I really want to thank everybody that's been a part of the show this week, because it is Thanksgiving. I know it's a lot going on. People are doing things with family. Got a lot going on, but people still, made their way to the show. Coach Jerry O'Rourke, Cedric Wilson, Bubba Stevens, Luke Smith, Kel Parker made time to be here, and then Marshall Leffler to join us tonight. Been a great show. They've all done a great job. Appreciate Zoe Williams producing here, taking time out of her week off from school. But really appreciate everybody that's a part of the show, making it happen every week. And we are now ready for our area games of the week. Pick'em standings. I am 39-21. Brant is 43-17. I did gain one game.
Got one on me.
Yeah.
That was the Marksville.
It was the Mansfield
Yeah,
Marksville
that's
game. One of the few games we picked different. I think we didn't do well this week because we picked Western Road, got beat. Did we both pick Destrehan instead of Washita, I believe?
We did. Washita, big win.
Yeah. So some games did not go the way we thought. So let's get into the area games for this week. And when it gets to this time of the year, I'm looking because as far as when I talk about area games, I'm talking about Cenla and then Northeast Louisiana. Well, it's not as many teams left. So you're going to hear some games that are from Lafayette, from New Orleans, because we didn't have very many teams left, and I still wanted to fill in the columns.
Right.
So OCS, you can always count on the OCS Eagles to still be alive during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Number 7 OCS is at number 2 Riverside.
Yeah, OCS blew out Southern Lab this past week. Got to go with OCS. I think just this time of the year, Coach Fitzhugh got them guys ready to go, and you can't count out OCS.
And I'll be honest, this is a division that it's hard to keep track of. It's a smaller division in the private schools, and I lose track of who does what. And I'm sure there's history there between OCS and Riverside. I don't know it, but yeah, OCS, when they get to this time of the year, they always find a way to win. But Riverside is number 2, so we'll have to see. This game, I would love to kind of watch this game because it's two different styles. Number 6 Calvary at number 3 Jules Sumner. Jules Sumner, they like to run the ball, play good defense. They're a very good defensive team, undefeated. Calvary, reloading, but still very good. I like to spread it out, air it out, throw it around. I think that'll be a fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's one of our pick 'em games.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I think this will be a fun game to watch. Number 8 Evangel at number 1 Carr. We'll see what Peyton Houston does against Carr.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game for Evangel, but that's one of our pick 'em games.
Oh, it is. Yeah, at the bottom. My bad.
Next one is too.
Okay. At number 5 Ash. At number 4 Catholic of Baton Rouge. Number 9 Jonesboro Hodge. At number 1 Haynesville.
All Haynesville. Jonesboro Hodge, decent season, but I think I got to go with Haynesville.
Well, I think Haynesville beat Jonesboro Hodge earlier in the year, like 43-0.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jonesboro Hodge. I think I saw a stat on Facebook. Maybe K104 put it that these seniors, they were like 2-8, 3-7, 4-6, and now this year they're like 9-2.
Yeah.
They bought in. They improved every year, and now it's paying off.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you've heard anything really about Jonesboro Hodge and having a good year. And hats off to them guys.
I got a chance to go to the Bayou Jam Media Day, and Craig Franklin with the Gina Times, he gave me some advice. He told me, he said, man, when you go to that, whatever teams and coaches are there, you're going to remember them the rest of the year. Like, you're going to see their score come across, or you're going to see their team somewhere, and you're going to remember that coach, what he said. And he's exactly right. Jonesboro Hodge was there, Richwood was there, and I remember those coaches giving their speeches and really expecting to have a big year. And it's no surprise to see Jonesboro Hodge still playing during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Richwood with a great year. I mean, after
much improved,
winless season last year, and come away with a good year, make it to the playoffs,
made it to the second round.
Yeah.
Number 5, Logansport at number 4, Jeanerette. That is Division 4 non-select. I think Jeanerette's the favorite there, but Logansport is that team that always finds a way.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Number 7, East Feliciana. They defeated Faraday. I think it was 10-7. It was a low-scoring game.
East Feliciana has a pretty good defense, well, I understand. And
they're at number 2, Mangum.
Mangum high-powered offense. I'm gonna go with Mangum.
I'm looking for that score. Oh, they won 12-8 over Faraday. Low-scoring game.
Yeah.
You're going with Mangum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 12, Union Parish at number 4, Kinder. Man, that's a tough one. That's a pick'em game. I'll talk about that later. Number 6, Oak Grove at number 3, St. James. Can Oak Grove stay hot? Go on to Vatry.
I think the road ends for Oak Grove. St. James, great team, made it to the Dome last year. Finished state runner up. They're hungry this year.
Yeah, I think Oak Grove. They've made an impressive run, but it's gonna be tough going down there. Number 7, Laurelville at number 2, Sterlington. I know on the message boards there's been people trying to hype up Laurelville, and I don't know if it's just Sterlington fans trying to keep their players motivated. We know that Laurelville's tough.
Oh, yeah.
They were tough last year.
Tough team. They lost some talent, lost some key guys from last year. I got to go with Sterlington. Sterlington, put up 70 points last week?
Yeah.
Sterlington's rolling. They're even better than they were last year.
Number 8, Southside at number 1, Ruston. I think somebody in Lafayette picked Southside to pull the upset.
Not going to happen. This is a rematch from last year's playoffs, and Ruston beat Southside pretty easily. So got to go with Ruston there.
Southside's improved. Coach Jess Curtis getting that program going.
They're getting there, but they're not there yet.
Yeah. Number 4, Washita at number 6, Parkway.
Yeah,
that's a pick'em game.
Yeah. How about the Washita Lions, man?
Yeah.
Great.
Number 26, Barb at number 2, Neville. The only reason I didn't put this game on the pick'em because I knew who you'd pick.
That's right. Yeah, Barb, great road win up at West Monroe this past week, and defeated the Rebels in upset.
Barb's hot right now.
Yeah.
Can Barb pull the upset? I don't know. Can they go to Monroe twice and pull it off?
No, not happening this week. Neville Tigers come away with the victory.
Number 13, Zachary.
What I was hoping was, well, I mean, I guess Washita's on that side too, ain't they?
If Washita and Neville win, then they play in the semifinals.
But this week it would have been West Monroe. Yeah, that's what I was wanting. I was wanting West Monroe to beat Barb and be the Neville West Monroe matchup in the quarterfinal.
It'd be 2-5A all the way.
Yeah.
And then Ruston is on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Number 13, Zachary at number 5, Central of Baton Rouge. Zachary pulled the upset against Denham Springs. These two teams played earlier in the year. Central beat them. I think it was 33-30. Central, the defending state champions.
Well, also too, Max, is it how do you say
Gassiot
from Ash transferred to Central. Their starting quarterback having a great year this year. Got a lot of playing time. Of course, he had to share playing time with Carson Sellers because both guys such great athletes and great guys at the quarterback position. But Gassiot realized that hey, Sellers is probably going to be the guy, and so he transfers away. But that's going to be a good ball game. And man, it could go either way.
Yeah, in that Baton Rouge area, with those two and Denham Springs, you got some good teams in that area.
Coach Brewerton, I mean, he's been around the Zachary program for years and years, and so much success there.
Number 8, Franklinton at number 1, North DeSoto. Now the Zachary Central game, and now the rest of these games are games that are not in our area. They're just games that I thought would be good games. But North DeSoto, Coach Dennis Dunn, trying to get back to the semifinals.
Great opportunity for him this year with the number 1 seed.
Number 7, John Curtis at number 2, Turtlings Catholic. I think John Curtis beat them last year in the playoffs, and that was how Curtis made their run to the semifinals.
Yeah, a couple old heavyweights there in Curtis and Turlings Catholic.
Number 11, Rummel at number 3, St. Aug, 2 district teams from the Catholic League rematch. St. Aug beat them during the season. I think it was maybe 26-3, something like that.
Yeah.
St. Aug's coach is, I think, Robert Valdez, maybe. He used to be the coach at St. James years ago, but a very good coach, and St. Aug's been playing well this year. Number 7, Shaw. They're also a Catholic League team. At number 2, Loyola Prep. Loyola Prep, I think the quarterback's name is Restovich, is a very good quarterback. Has a lot of passing yards.
Up around Shreveport.
Yeah. I think Shaw in that one, though. I think Loyola is just they've had a great year, but I think they're probably not used to playing the competition that Shaw has.
It's going to be quite the contrast in competition between Shaw and Loyola, in my opinion.
Well, and what we've learned the last 2 years up in Shreveport, they don't play much defense.
No, it's all offense up there. They're gonna put up 50-60 points a game.
Pick 'em games. Number 6, Calvary at number 3, Jules Sumner.
Got to go with Calvary.
Yeah, I'm going Calvary just because they're used to being here.
Athletic team, spread the ball around. It's going to be tough for Jules Sumner.
Yeah,
great season by Jules Sumner, by the way. I mean, the number 1 team, Class 3A for most of the year, if not all of the year.
Yeah,
undefeated.
Yes.
Yeah, undefeated team.
Yeah, I think this is just a bad matchup for Jules Sumner.
But you think about Jules Sumner, how far they've come. You know,
I think about them because they're one of those playoff teams we played when we were kind of starting out. And it seemed like both of our programs have gone up since then.
And then we faced them, 2020 to go to the quarterfinal?
Yeah, we beat them in the second round at Southeastern. Yeah, that'll be a team I'll always look at and remember. That's the team we beat.
That's right.
To me, this is the game of the week to me. Number 5, Ash at number 4, Catholic of Baton Rouge. Ah, man, can Coach Bachman get it done? I'm going to go Catholic. I got to go home team there.
Yeah, I got to go Catholic as well. Just because it's at home.
He's trying to bluff me. He want me to pick Ash.
Yeah.
Number 12, Union Parish at number 4, Kinder.
Give me Union Parish.
You going Union? I'll go Kinder then because I think Kinder is motivated. I know Union has Coach Spat, and I know they're Union. I think Kinder is just kind of motivated this year. We'll see.
I think Union just defensively. I think it will be able to stop Kinder. I mean, because all season long we're talking about Erath and how many points they're putting up, and only to allow Erath 9 points in a game.
Reason I'm going with Kinder is because of the stats of that game. If Kinder can just convert where Erath couldn't, Kinder will be okay. Number 14, Washita at number 6, Parkway. We said if we thought Washita could get past Destrehan, we thought they could get past this game. Give me Washita.
Give me Parkway. I think they score a lot of points. We just talked about that. Score a lot of points up there, and I think it's going to be just a little bit too much.
You think the dream season comes to an end for the Lions?
I think it comes to an end.
Number 8, Evangel at number 1, Carr.
Give me Carr.
I think the reason I put this game on here was because I ran out of. There was no other games I thought were close. But I think Carr, too. I think that's too tough a matchup.
But how awesome would it be? Neville wins, Washita wins, sets up a semifinal matchup between them two teams.
And if Ruston wins, 3 out of the 4 teams in the semifinals are District 2 5A teams.
It's just unreal.
And if Ash wins, then you got a 4th team in the semifinals.
That's right.
That'd be impressive for that district. I want to say this real quick before we go because we didn't get to talk about Mansfield. Mansfield, they are they're 10-2. They were 8-2 at the end of the regular season. They won their District 3 2A over Red River. Coach Daryl Barbay in his 4th year. This is the 8th matchup between the two teams. There was a tie in there, but Mansfield leads the series 4 wins to 2. I know since we've been doing this, we've faced them twice in the playoffs. In 2014, we went to Mansfield. They beat us.
First round.
In 2021, they came to Gina in the first round, and we beat them.
Right.
Or was that 2022? Because that was the year before we went to the semifinal. That was when we lost to Meat
I think it's right.
in the second round. Key players, junior quarterback Jatarius Howard has 844 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Like I said, they're built a lot like us. They got 2 running backs. Senior Terrell, what'd you say, Pegas has 217 carries, 1,705 yards, 22 touchdowns. Sophomore Jaden Hamilton has 88 carries, 890 yards, 13 touchdowns. Wide receiver, senior Jacorian Greer, 15 catches, 406 yards. And then wide receiver, junior Tramaj Carroll. I didn't have his stats on here, but he's 6'3", 185 pounds. They are fast. To me, St. Helena was very fast. They look a little bit faster than St. Helena. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, this week's going to come down to defensive line and linebackers. This week's going to be their time to shine. Coming up, playing at the line of scrimmage. Good, I guess, a good hard-nosed Mansfield team that likes to run the ball, run-heavy team.
Last year they were 7-5. They lost to Oak Grove in the second round. Yeah, each week it's not a given. I think this is a tough game. If we're not ready, then and like Coach Roark said, you put the ball on the ground a couple times, turn the ball over.
We've seen that happen.
It's going to be we're going to be in a fight, be in a battle. So I do believe, like I said, it's going to be a fast game. Both teams are going to run the ball. Clock's going to run.
Take time off. Play clock. Let the play clock wind down. Time of possession. That's going to be critical.
And Coach Roark hit the nail on the head. You win the early downs, you should be okay. If you get behind the sticks a lot, you're going to be in a bind. So make sure you're there Friday night. Kickoff 7 o'clock. We will have the Cajun Seafood and Specialty Meats Jena Giants pregame at 6 o'clock. Get there early. Get your seat. Be there and be loud because the Giants going to need it. We need the atmosphere in home stadiums wins a lot of playoff games when you get this deep because both teams are even. The advantage Jena has is they're at home. So let's give them that advantage as far as being loud. If you don't want to wait in line, go online. You can go on Facebook at Jena High School's Facebook page. You can find the link to buy tickets online. If you're coming in from out of town, that's the easiest way to get tickets. Buy them online so you don't have to wait at the gate. You can just go right in. Tomorrow night, they said the pep rally is at 7:30. I thought that was what Kale said.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he said they were going to practice 5:30.
5:30.
Then pep rally was 7:30.
I think is what he said.
All right. So pep rally at 7:30. Free to get in. What I love is that's the tradition now. If you're a Jena fan, you have your Thanksgiving during the day, and at night you go do the pep rally at night. So that's the Thanksgiving tradition in Jena, Louisiana. 3 years in a row. Crazy. Special. We'd have never thought we'd be saying that.
Never, ever.
15 years ago.
Nope.
So hope you and your family have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your day.
Pep rally's at 7.
7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, not 7:30. Do not get there at 7:30. Get there early, 7 o'clock. My goodness. Somebody's going to walk in late just because of me.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. But, yeah, enjoy your time with family tomorrow. Everybody. And then I'm sure people going to go do their shopping Friday during the day. But then get ready for some Jena Giant football. Bundle up. Going to be cold Friday night.
Cool off. Bring the noisemakers, the horns, the cowbells, you name it. Let's make a lot of noise Friday night.
That's right. For Brant King, I'm Austin Watley. You've been listening to the walkthrough on 1.7 KJNA. Good night, everybody.